Hey guys, and welcome to Skyrim Mod Reviews. This week I have for you another player home. I know I said a while back that I wouldn't be doing these for a very long time because I had done several weeks in a row of player homes. But I found this one and it's so damn good that I had to show you guys. So please forgive me, but I think that you will. Now this mod isn't too old, but it's getting there. I think it's at least 6 months old. Anyway, but I thought it was so good I'd show you anyway. So what it is Elysium Estate, if I remember correctly. I know it's Elysium. So, as you can see, it's right outside of Whiterun, not too far from the tower over there. Now, as you walk down the road, it's got a nice little wall area with some shields on it, and a lantern and shit. And when you look at it, you're like, oh, this is pretty cool. It's Elysium Estate. I'm 99% certain. I know it's on the door though, so that's good. Alright, so when you first walk up, you're like, oh, it's so pretty. But let's explore before going inside. So first of all, we have a well. And what I think is one of the coolest parts of this is that you have your own little farm area. So you can harvest potatoes, cabbage, etc., etc. Over here is a table with some cool farm supplies on it. Very, I feel like it's roleplay heavy, so if you're into that kind of stuff, it's good for it. And if you're not, then it's just good for a player home. And you'll see why in the future. So, as we come along to the back side of the building, you see that there are training dummies, a few of them, you know, assorted coins and whatnot in you. Oh, I didn't even see that before. A nice little archery target over here in the tree. And we have a nice little fire pit where you can sit and, you know, just relax. And the cool thing is you can light this thing and leave it on, or you can turn it off with this little fork thing here. I don't know, every fire's got one of those. And they look good. So, as we continue on, we're like, oh, there's a mountain behind my house, but what's this? A deck? Just, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to present things entertaining-like, but I don't know how I'm doing. So anyway, you get to this deck. There's another fire pit here, and you can light it. You can sit down, have some mead and some wine, sit and relax, and then you can take a dip in your own fucking, I don't know, I'm gonna go with hot spring. That's what I would call this. A hot spring. So you could sit down in your hot spring fully clothed, because that's how cool people do it in Skyrim. And yeah, so that's just kind of like a neat little factor that looks cool and shit. So as we come around to the, I guess technically the right of the building, we have a little chicken coop area right here, and there are eggs that you can harvest. There actually are some chickens, but they wander around, so who knows where they are right now. And obviously right here we have a pen with your very own cow, which I love, because I've always been into farming a bit, and cows are awesome. Hello, cow. How are you today? Alrighty, moving on. So there's like a nice little farm area, and a ladder that leads up to some hay bales, which is always very good. See, there they are! There's the chickens! I found them! Alright, and then you have a little terrace garden kind of deal right here with some Jazzbay nightshade, shit like that. And right here is a shrine to Kynaroth. Now, if you click on this, it'll give you the key to the building, because it is free. You don't have to go through some long, tedious quest to get it, which I like. And so, we're gonna head inside to Elysium Estate. I see I got the name right. Haha. There you go. Proving people wrong everywhere. They said I couldn't remember the name, but I did. I did. Alrighty, so as you first come into the building, you can see it's got a nice oak flooring, which is very nice indeed. And if we come over here to the right, we have a couple of weapon racks for all your needs, and a shield rack as well. It's just kind of a nice little area to look at. And, oh, I got my tools and plans! Whoa, it's not expected. I forgot I have the super jump on. Anyway, over here on the left is the kitchen. I gotta turn off the music. Sorry about that, I forgot I still had the Halloween music on. It's about to start playing like rock weird music, so didn't really feel like it fits with this whole area. So anyway, we come over here to this cool little nook and cranny, is what I'd call it. And you can actually turn on these little faucets and have like water flowing in. How cool is that? And you can turn it back off. And we have a nice little storage area where you can put food that you've cooked or just whatever. Again, this is more for those who like to roleplay, but I mean, if you have lots of food in your inventory you don't feel like getting rid of it, then you can put it in here. As we continue along, this is actually an ingredients storage area, so you can put your ingredients. And what I think is pretty cool, and most certainly roleplay heavy, is this little cookbook right here. And if you click on it, it'll give you 3 different options for steak, chicken, or fish. Let's say you have a dinner party for 6 for whatever reason, and you click fish for 6. And on the table it will put, in this case, there's only 4. There must be another table nearby. Yeah, here we go. And then you can sit down and eat your fish. You can't actually eat it because I don't think you can really do that. But anyway, that's really cool. And you can come back over and clear the table. Just like that. Nice and easy. Which I think is pretty cool. Now if you come over here, you can actually turn off this fire using a fire grate and a cooking pot, obviously, so you can cook. Here you could store your kitchenware, your wine, your mead, all that good junk. And it just looks really good. I mean, I've never seen a house that looks this good. I have to say, I'm impressed. And over here is just a sitting area with a really bitchin' fountain. For all your... As I once said, fountains are classy. Doesn't matter what kind of fountain. Fountains are classy. Inside joke with somebody who's not even gonna watch this. Good stuff. Anyway, walking down the hallway with some hanging plants. A storage closet! For all that shit you just don't care about. And honestly, looking in here, I mean, this is clearly stuff I wouldn't give a fuck about. And, just some more areas, sitting areas, some bookshelves. This leads outside to the backyard. Now, if we come in here, we have the bedroom. But this isn't your bedroom. No, no, no. This is your follower's bedroom. There's 4 beds in here. And they all look pretty good, you know, got some boots and stuff next to them. Like somebody's actually living there. And in the back of the room is another bath, but this one's nice and large for those awkward communal baths slash, I don't know, hot tub parties that you may have. It's a little weird, but it looks cool, so I like it. And then we head into the basement of Elysium Estate. So I have to say, I think the basement is probably my favorite part of this home. It's just really cool. So if we, when you first come down here, obviously there's another nice looking fountain, some seating that you're never going to use, but you'd like to think that maybe one day you'd get around to it. So if you go to the left, this is where you keep all your cool weapons, lots of display cases, some nice little garden stuff in the middle. Now what these things do, when you scroll over, you can see it says activate ebony amel, activate ogna infinium. So basically what this does is it can hold all that cool shit that, you know, you probably don't want to use but looks cool. So you want to put it on, you've always wanted to put it on display. Well, now you can with these 2 little things. You can put all the weird cool stuff like archmage robes and whatnot. And then if we come to the back, we have places to put all the claws. This thing, which is kind of creepy, but also very cool. I was like, alright, I've killed a dragon, what do I want to do with its skull? Make it into a fountain. Hell yes. And then we have, I think these are Daedric artifact holders, so that's pretty cool. Don't even know what those are. I haven't played enough Skyrim to know that. I'm just so uneducated. I am so underqualified to be doing this. Now this is my favorite part of the house. I just think it's really cool, and let's go right in. So, on either side are storage areas for heavy armor, shields, and light armor. And there's just kind of a base look to it. And behind it is like, holy shit, like this cool little nature area that just looks so good. Oh, there's a... Oh no! Oh no, I phased through the wall. That's not good. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Now on the other side is kind of a similar scene. Nice waterfalls. Reminds me of my zoo where they kept alligators. It really does. That's weird. Kind of irrelevant, but you know, that's how I roll. So we got potion storage, two-handed staves, one-handed, and archery storage, smithing and tanning storage, just all the shit that you need to store. So cool. And, oh, more smithing storage for all your storage needs. But instead of it just being like chests and shit, you know, with names on it, it's like, you know, there's actually staves here, there's actually this. And that looks good, you know? I'm impressed. So then we come into the smithing area. There's a couple more training dummies if you need to test out your new weapons. A tanning rack, smithing, all that shit that you need, which is good. And a book, because apparently you use books to smith now, but that's okay, I like that. I'll roll with that. So that's the basement, going to the upstairs. Alright, so as you head upstairs, you see another sitting area, because you need lots of those. But honestly, it's a good way to fill the house, and it looks really good. It's got this cool little, not light, but sort of light thing. It's a rope. It's rope! And I know you've all been waiting for it. I know I have. The enchanting / alchemy place / cool bitchin' desk where you do cool things. Anyway, so over here on the right we have the Alchemy Station. It's got a bunch of cool potions and shit. You can store your potions and your poisons. Nice recipe books. Bookshelves for all your alchemy books or just regular books. Plenty of storage for that. On the left is the alchemy... oh, fuck. Enchanting! There we go! Where you can store spell tomes, soul gems. And then there's shrines of many of the different gods that you can also... I think it's actually all of them, if I jump up. Yeah, it is. So, whatever god you want to worship, I guess, you can do that. And then, obviously, enchant, which is very important. And here at your main desk, you can scroll... Damn, I'm really messing up today. You can store all your scrolls, notes, books, journals, keys, anything you want to put in here. You could put some cool stuff in your strong box, and you even have a map of Skyrim. Alrighty. And also a bench. Just imagine, like, you're in your house, you're like, I want to sit at this bench. Nowhere else, just this bench. I love it. Alright. Finally, we have the bathroom. I think this is the first time I've ever seen a home have an actual bathroom. Doesn't have a toilet because apparently people don't take shits in this game, but it has a bath. It can fit 2 people, so, you know. Yeah, and it even has a place for you to store your bathroom books. So that's good. You get out and you can put on some of your clothes and shit. And come over here and wash your hands. Even though you didn't go to the restroom, but okay. It looks nice, right? Working sinks, everybody. Working sinks. This is what Skyrim has come to. Working sinks. And it's got kind of like the weird, you know, bathroom stuff that makes it look decorated. I don't understand it, but it looks good. And finally, the master bedroom. As you walk in, it's got a... The only thing that I don't get is the goat pelt, but other than that, it looks really good. And apparently got some lanterns on the side, some bookshelves, kind of like a study area where you're like figuring things out. It's got storage for your amulets, rings, jewelry, etc. Again, more roleplay favoritism, but I mean, whatever. Over here on the left is kind of like this cool little storage area for... You can't actually go into it or store anything, but it looks good. Like, this is where I keep my gold. It's not like they can reach their arms in and take it or anything, but it looks nice. And he even took the time to decorate his valuable storage area with a mini dragon and some fountains. So yeah, that's about it. This is Elysium Estate. It looks really nice. Let's go get one outside look to finish things off. Alright, so this has been a Skyrim mod review of Elysium Estate. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in next week. Bye-bye.